Namaste. Today let us discuss Samnya Prakaranam. What is Samnya? Samnya cha paribhasha cha vidhi niyamah eva cha atideshah adhikarah cha shadvidam sutram uchyate. So in the last class we have seen what is sutra. So Samnya comes under one type of sutra. So there are 6 types of sutra: Samnya, Paribhasha, Vidhi, Niyama, Atidesha and Adhikara. Let us see one by one. Samnya means name or label given to specific particles. The definition for that label is Samnya Sutra. For example, it's Samnya. The ending consonant of each Maheshwara Sutra is named as It, or it may denote specific group of letters, as we can see in the sutra Adengunaha. This sutra refers to the letters Earth, A, O, which are called as Guna or which are having Guna Samnya. Next comes Paribhasha. Paribhasha Sutra means understanding, applying and interpretation. This sutra will provide guidance on where to use, how to determine, what is meant and so on. Next comes Vidhi Sutra. Vidhi means operation. Anything that does something is explained by Vidhi Sutra. And Niyama means sutra that explains restriction, that tells about restriction. Atidesha means imposition of property of one on another. Adhikara means heading or range which spans over a section. For example, Purvatra Siddham is an Adhikara Sutra which spans about 3 whole pada of Ashtadhyayi. So following are the Samnya Sutra that will be discussed in this chapter. So first one is Paraha Sannikashaha Samhita. It is about Samhita Samnya. Halonantaraha Sanyogaha. It is about Sanyoga Samnya. Ukaloch Hrisvadirga Plutaha. So it refers to Hrisvadirga Pluta Samnya. Mukhanasika Vachano Anunasikaha. It is about Anunasika Samnya. Suktigantam Padam. This sutra is about Pada Samnya. Bhuvadayo Dhatavaha. It is about Dhatu Samnya. Upasargaha Kriya Yogi is the sutra for Upasarga Samnya. Adengunaha. It is for Guna Samnya. Vriddhi Radhej. It is for Vriddhi Samnya. Upadeshe Ajanunasika It. It is about It Samnya. Halantyam. It also deals with It Samnya. Adarshanam Lopaha. Lopa Samnya. Tasya Lopaha. It is about It Samnyaka Varnasya Lopa Vidhanam. And Adirantyena Saheta. It is about Pratyahara Samnya. Uchchaihi Udattaha. It is about Udatta Samnya. Nichaihi Udattaha. Nichaihi Anudattaha. There is a small correction. Nichaihi Anudattaha. Anudatta Samnya. Samaharaha Swaritaha. It is about Swarita Samnya. Tulyasya Prayatnam Savarnam. It is about Savarna Samnya. Pluta Pragrihya Achinityam. It is about Prakatibhava Samnya. Idude Dantam Dvivachanam Pragrihyam. This sutra is about Pragrihya Samnya. And Nipata Ekajanang. It is about Pragrihya Samnya. It is also about Pragrihya Samnya. Let us see the sutra and Samnya one by one. First one is Samhita. Sutra is Paraha Sannikarshaha Samhita. And Vritti is Varnanam Atishayitaha Sannidhihi Samhita Samnyasyat. So Paraha means Atishayitaha Sannikarshaha. Sannikarsha means Sannidhihi or Samipyam. So extreme closeness. Atishayitaha Sannikarshaha of letters. Extreme closeness of letters while pronouncing is Samhita. So Varnanam letters. Atishayitah sannidhi means extreme closeness. That is called as samhita. Samhita samnya syat. For example, phalam. So here, if we do the pada vibhajana, then fu is the vyanjana added with akara plus l vyanjana added with akara, and then it is ended with the mu vyanjana. So phalam. It is samhita as it indicates the closeness between all the letters. Phalam kadati is also samhita if it is pronounced without any break. And samhita is the precondition for sandhi. So it is the precondition for joining of two letters, which is known as sandhi. So second samnya is sanyogaha. Sutra is halonantaraha sanyogaha. Vritti is ajbihi avyavahita halaha sanyoga samnyaha syuhu. So halaha means vyanjana varnaha, consonant. So hal is the pratyahara which includes all the vyanjanas that we have seen in the last class. Anantaraha means na antaraha, no separation. Antara means vyavachedakam or vyavadhanam. That means no separation. So sanyoga is the closest proximity or nearness of consonants. Okay, so sanyoga is the closest proximity. Ajbihi avyavahita. Ajbihi means swara. So vyanjana varnayoho madhye vyavadhana rupaha achvarnaha swaraha nasti. There should be combination of two consonants. There should be closest proximity of two consonants which are devoid of achvarna or swara. So there should be only consonants and there should be no swara in between these two vyanjanas. So when there is no achvarna, ajbihi avyavahita, between two consonants, or if two consonants are not separated by the intervention of swara, the two consonants will be combined together and the process is known as sanyoga. For example, Krishna. If you do the pada vibhajana, k plus r plus shu plus n plus a, that comes as shn is sanyoga. So here shu plus n is sanyoga, but not ku plus ru, because ru is achvarna, ru is swara. So here k and sh are separated by the achvarna, so that cannot be a sanyoga. For sanyoga, we need only two consonants like sh plus n. Let us see the third samnya, hrisva dirgha plutaha. Sutra is ukalo ach hrisva dirgha plutaha. So vritti is u iti ucharana kala sadrisha kalo ach kramat hrisva pluta samnyaha syat sa pratyekam udattadi bhedena trida. The time spent pronouncing a letter determines the understanding of the terms hrsva, dirgha and pluta. Here ukara is given. For example, it is applicable for all the swara. So these are represented as hrisva, dirgha and pluta. So u is hrisva, u is dirgha and u is pluta, which is pronounced in three matra kala. So ekamatra bhavet hrisvaha, dvimatrastu dirgha uchyate, trimatram tu plutam jneyam, vyanjanam sardha matrakam. So hrisvaswara should be pronounced in one matra kala, dirghaswara should be pronounced in two matra kala, pluta should be pronounced in three matra kala, and vyanjana should be pronounced in ardha matra kala. So these are of again 3 types based on Udatta, Anudatta and Swarita. So what is Udatta, what is Anudatta and what is Swarita is already discussed. So next one is Anunasika Samnya. Sutra is Mukanasika Vachano Anunasikaha. Vritti is Mukasahita Nasikaya Uchcharyamano Varno Anunasika Samnyaha Syat. Tadittam A, I, Vu, Ru, Yesham Varnanam Pratyekam Ashtadasha Bhedaha Ru Varnasya Dvadasha Tasya Dirgha Abhavat Echamapi Dvadasha Tesham Hrisvabhavat. A letter which is produced with the help of mouth and nose is Anunasika. So Mukha Sahita Nasikaya Uchcharyamanaha Varnaha. So letter which is produced with the help of mouth and nose is Anunasika. A, I, Vu, Ru letters are having 18 divisions. So A, I, Vu, Ru, Yesham Varnanam Pratyekam Ashtadasha Bedaha. So A, I, Vu, Ru are having 18 varieties. Ru is having 12 Bheda, Dwadasha Bheda, because there is no Dirgha for Ru Varna. Echam api Dwadasha, even H Varna are having 12 divisions as they don't have Hrisva variety. Let us see the 18 divisions or Ashtadasha Bheda of Avarna. So it is having 18 divisions based on Hrisva Dirgha Pluta. So this Hrisva Swara can be pronounced in Udatta, Anudatta and Swarita. And these Udatta, Anudatta, Swarita can be pronounced with the help of nose, that is Anunasika, or without the help of the nose, Ananunasika. In the same way, Dirgha Avarna is also having Udatta, Anudatta, Swarita Bheda, and once again these Udatta and Anudatta and Swarita Bhedas are categorized into Anunasika and Ananunasika in the same way Pluta Bheda. So this chart shows the 18 varieties of Avarna. You can refer this chart. Then comes Padam. Sutra is Suptigantam Padam. Vritti is Subantam Tigantascha Padasamyam Syat Yatha Ramaha Bhavati. So any word ending with Sup and Ting suffix, Sup and Ting Pratyaya is called Padam. For example, Rama is Pratipadikam. So what is Pratipadika? Nominal root or root of Namapada is known as Pratipadika. So in Ramaha word, Rama is Pratipadika. When it is combined with Supratyaya, leads to the formation of Ramaha, which is a Subanta. So Pratipadikam without added Pratyaya is not Pada. So Pratipadika should be added with Pratyaya, then only it will become Pada. And Dhatu is the root word of a Kriya Pada. So if Dhatu is not added with Ting Pratyaya, then it is not considered as Pada. For example, Pat is a Dhatu and is not a Pada, but Patati is a Pada because it is added with the Ting Pratyaya. So Pat Dhatu is added with Ting Pratyaya and it becomes Patati. That is Kriya Pada. And Kevala Kridanta. Kridanta means a word that ends with Krit Pratyaya or Krit suffix. It is Pratipadika. When it is combined with Supratyaya, then it becomes a Pada. For example, Hasita is Pratipadika. Added with Supratyaya, it becomes Hasitaha. And this Hasitaha is a Pada. Another example, Hanumat is a Pratipadika. When combines with Supratyaya, it becomes a Pada, Hanuman. Even a samasta pada can become a pada after combined with pratyaya. For example, Girisha is a samasta pada. When joined with su pratyaya becomes a pada like Girishaha. All avyayas are subanta. Api plus su is api. Supratyayas are added to avyaya, but it will get lopa according to sutra. That is why we can't see any visarga or dhirga in avyaya. So in Sanskrit, every word will fall under the categories of subanta and tiganta. So next one is dhatu. Sutra is bhuvaadayo dhatavah. Vritti is kriyavachino vadhayo dhatu samnyaha syuh. So bhu in the meaning of is there, indicating action, kriyavachinaha. Along with other similar kinds of letters will get dhatu samnya. That is the meaning of sutra. And this bhuvadayo dhatu, it includes dashagana, starting with vadihi, adadihi, juhotyadihi, divadihi, swadihi, tudadihi, rudadihi, tanadihi, krayadihi, and churadihi. So all these gana or group includes the verse pada which denotes action, kriyavachinaha. Next comes upasargaha. Sutra is upasargaha kriya yoge. Vritti is pradayah kriya yoge upasarga samnyaha syuh. So pradayah refers to pra, para, apa, sam, anu, ava, nis, nir, dus, dur, vi, ang, ni, api, adhi, ati, su, ut, abhi, prati, pari, upa. So all these are considered as pradayah, pra, etc. So pra, etc. words are known as upasarga. So all these are considered as upasarga, which are connected to a verb and are employed to indicate action. Upasargaha kriya yoge. These are used to indicate kriya or action. And these are connected to a verb. Next comes guna. Sutra is adeng gunaha. Vritti is at encha guna samnyaha syat. According to this sutra, hrisva akara, at, yeng, dirgha ekara, and so yeng is the pratyahara. It includes a and o letters. So dirgha okara are known as guna. At and yeng. Yeng letters are having guna samnya. Next comes vriddhi. Sutra is vriddhi radech. Vritti is at, echa, vriddhi samnyaha syat. The letters are H. H means A and O are having vriddhi samnya. So next one is it. Sutra is upadeshe ajanunasika it. Vritti is upadeshe anunasiko ach it samnyaha syat. The anunasika vowel found in upadesha gets its samnya. Let us see what is upadesha. So in Vyakarana, whatever uttered by Munitraya is upadesha. So Dhatu Sutra Ganonadi Vakya Linganuशासनम Agama Pratyayadeshaha Upadeshaha Prakirtitaha. So Dhatu means verbal root. Sutra, what is sutra? That we have already discussed. It is a short sentence. Gana, verb class, that we have already seen under Dashagana, Bhuvadayo Dhatavaha, under the explanation of Dhatu Samnya. Then Unadi, a class of terminations beginning with Un. Then Linganushasana, that is doctrine or laws of grammatical gender. Agama, grammatical argument. Pratyaya, affix or suffix to roots. Adesha, substitute, are considered as Upadesha. According to some, Pratyaya, Shiva Sutra, that is Maheshwara Sutra, Adesha, Agama, Dhatupata, Ganapata are considered as Upadesha. So Pratyayaha Shivasutrani Adesha Agamastatha Dhatupato Ganapata Upadeshaha Prakirtitaha. So in this sutra Upadeshe Ajanunnasikayit, we are considered Upadesha as Maheshwara Sutra. In Maheshwara Sutra, the Anunasika vowel will get its samnya. Next one is halantyam. Vritti is upadeshe antyam hal itsyat. Upadesha means adhyocharanam. So hal letter which is present at the end of upadesha or Maheshwara Sutra gets its samnya. In Maheshwara Sutra, all the 14 sutras are ending with hal varna. All these hal will get its samnya. Example, Aivun, Rulrit. In these sutras, the last letters N and K are getting its samnya. Next one is Adarshanam Lopaha. Vritti is Prasaktasya Adarshanam Lopa Samnyam Syata. So Adarshanam means Shravana Bhava, not hearing, or it which is not seen. In this sutra, Drush Dhatu is used in the meaning of Jnana, that is knowledge. Not hearing the existing letter or not seeing the existing letter is known as Lopa, or not considering the it letter is known as Lopa, or Adarshana is getting Lopa Samnya. Next sutra is Tasya Lopaha. Vritti is Ich Samnyakasya Lopaha Syat. The letter which gets Ich Samnya gets Lopa, that is elision or omission. This sutra is applicable for the Ich Samnya, which is seen from the sutra Upadeshe Ajanunasika. It to Lashaktva Taddite. This Lopa Samnyaka Sutra is not applicable for the Ich Samnya which comes in Maheshwara Sutra. The Ich Samnya in Maheshwara Sutra is used to make Pratyahara. According to the sutra, Nadayo Anadyartaha, the ending consonant of each Maheshwara Sutra is used to make 42 Anadi Pratyahara. So Tasya Lopa is not applicable for Maheshwara Sutra. Next comes Pratyahara. Sutra is Adirantyena Sahita. Vritti is Antyena Ita Sahita Adihi. Madhyaghanam swasya cha samnya syat. Yata an iti a I vu varnanam samnya evam ak ach al hal ityadayah. The sutra Aivun, A is the beginning letter, I vu lies in between, and Nu is the ending letter getting its samnya. The first letter along with it letter represents all the letters in between. For example, An means all the letters from Akara to it letter, which includes A, I, Vu. Let us see what is Pratyahara. Pratyahriyante samshipyante varnaha yatra sa pratyaharaha. The process of compiling letters into a concised form is known as Pratyahara. Let's see Udatta. Sutra is Uchai Udattaha. Vritti is Talvadishu Sabhageshu Staneshu Urdhvabhage Nishpanno Ach Udatta Samnyaha Syat. The Ach letters are pronounced with an acute accent, high, sharp tone originating from the upper parts of the Talvadi Sthana are known as Udatta. Coming to the Anudatta, Sutra is Nichaihi Anudattaha. Vritti is Talvadishu Sabhageshu Staneshu Adho Bhage Nishpannaha Ach Anudatta Samnyaha Syat. The Ach letters are pronounced with a very low accent originating from the lower parts of the Talvadi Sthana are known as Anudatta. Next comes Svaritaha. Sutra is Samaharaha Svaritaha. Vritti is Udatta Anudattatve Varna Dharmo समाह्रियेते यत्र सः अच् स्वरितसंज्ञः स्यात्. Pronouncing the ach letters with circumflex accent, the accent between the acute, that is udatta, and the grave anudatta is swarita. It is originating from the middle or both above and below parts of talvadi sthana. Please remember the use of udatta, anudatta and swarita can be seen only in Veda. Next comes savarnah. Sutra tulyasya prayatnam savarnah. Talvadi sthanam abhyantara prayatnah cha iti etat dvayam yasya yena tulyam tanmitah savarna samyam syat. There is a vartika for this. Ru varnayoho mitah savarnyam vachyam. So any pair of letters which have same sthana and same abhyantara prayatna, they are savarna to each other. For ru and ru, though sthana are different, they are considered as savarna by vartika. A, I and O, au are not savarna, though they are having same sthana and prayatna for the pronunciations. So we can see the example for savarna. E and E are considered as savarna because talu is the sthana for both E and E varna, and prayatna is also same for these two varnas. So vivatam is the prayatna which is used for the pronunciation of hrisva and dirgha ikara. And if we see the varnas, that is ru and ru, sthana of production of ru varna is murdha, whereas ru is produced with the help of danta. So they are having different sthanas, but prayatna for the pronunciation is same for both varnas, that is vivrata. Vivrata prayatna is used for the pronunciation of ru and ru, but according to the vartika, these two varnas are considered as savarna. Next comes Prakriti Bhava Sandhi. Sutra is Prita Pragrahya Achinitya. Vritti is Ete Achipare Prakritya Syuhu. Agaccha Krishna Atra Gaus Charati. So if Swara comes after Pluta, having Pragrahya Samnya, then it is considered as Prakriti Bhava Sandhi. In the above example, in between Krishna and Atra, Savarna Dirgha Sandhi is not possible as Krishna is having Pluta Samnya. So Agaccha Krishna. So here Krishna is having Pluta Samnya. That is why Krishna and Atra is not undergoing Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. There is no Savarna Dirgha Sandhi between Krishna and Atra. So that is known as Prakriti Bhava Sandhi. Let us see what is Pluta. Sutra is Durat Hute Cha. Vritti is Durat Hute Vakyasya Sambodhane Tehe Plutova. So while calling a person from a distance, the last letter will get T Samnya or Pluta Samnya. So in the example, in the previous example, Agaccha Krishna Atra Gaus Charati, the word Krishna ends with Akara. So this Akara will get T Samnya. So it gets Pluta Samnya. So Durat Hute Vakyasya Sambodhane means while calling a person from a distance, Durat Hute, the last letter Tehe will get T Samnya Plutova, or it may get Pluta Samnya. So next one is Pragrahyam. Sutra is Idu De Dantam Dvivachanam Pragrahyam. Vritti is Idu De Dantam Dvivachanam Pragrahya Samyam Syat. The words ending with Ikara, Ukara, Ekara in Pratama Vibhakti Dvivachana are getting Pragrahya Samnya. For example, Bhanu, Rame. So all these are getting Pragrahya Samnya which are in Pratama Vibhakti Dvivachana. So in Bhanuhu, Bhanu, Bhanavaha, Bhanu is Ekavachana, Bhanu is Dvivachana, Bhanavaha refers to Bahuvachana. In Rama, Rame, Ramaha, Rama is in Ekavachana. In Dvivachana, it gets the Rupa as Rame, and in Bahuvachana, it gets the Rupa, it gets the form as Ramaha. Next sutra is Nipata Ekajanang. So vritti is Eko Aj Nipata Ang Vajjaha Pragrihyaha Syat. I Indraha U Umeshaha. So a particle which possesses no gender and number and the case termination after which is dropped or elided is Nipata. So Nama, Akyata, Upasarga and Nipata are considered as the four categories of words except Ang, other Eka Ach. So Eko Ach, one vowel in the form of Nipata is known as Pragrahya. So Ang Vajjaha, Eko Ach Nipata. Ang Vajjaha means except Ang, other Eka Ach, one vowel Nipata in the form of Nipata is Pragrahya Syat, is known as Pragrahya. To get Pragrahya Samnya, there should be Eka Akshara Nipata, and that Akshara should be a vowel. So it should be a Swara. So you can see the table of 11 Eka Swara Nipata and their meaning. So except Ang, all the Nipatas are having, all the Ekaswara Nipatas are having Pragrahya Samnya. So according to this sutra, except Ang, remaining 10 Ekaswara Nipata will get the Pragrahya Samnya. After getting Pragrahya Samnya, if it follows a Swara, then it will become Prakriti Bhava according to the sutra, Pluta Pragrahya Achi Nityam. For example, E plus Indra. In this example, the vowel E is Ekaswara Nipata and having Pragrahya Samnya. When it is followed by the word Indra, instead of Savarna Dirgha Sandhi, these will remain as Prakriti Bhava as E Indra. The same thing happens with the other example, that is U Umesha. So this is all about Samnya Prakaranam. धन्यवादाः.